I salute you, all my follows from all of the world. What are you doing? I hope you are doing well. We are back with a good news about Pi Network. Have you ever think about future of Pi Network? Here we go. Introduction to Pi Coin. Pi Coin is a cryptocurrency developed by the Pi Network, aiming to make crypto mining accessible to the average person through mobile devices. It emerged with the promise of decentralization, inclusivity, and mass adoption. Founding vision. The project was initiated by a group of Stanford graduates who envisioned a more user-friendly crypto ecosystem, accessible without expensive hardware. Accessibility focus. Unlike Bitcoin, which requires specialized mining rigs, Pi coin mining is mobile-based, making it easier for anyone with a smartphone to participate. Community-driven growth. A major strength of Pi Coin is its massive and active global community, with over 50 million users, as of 2025, engaging in daily mining and community-building activities. Adoption through simplicity. Pi Network's simplicity in onboarding new users has made it a gateway for people unfamiliar with blockchain technology. Technological framework. Pi Network is built on a modified Stellar Consensus Protocol, SCP, which allows efficient and decentralized consensus without the energy cost of proof-of-work systems. Closed mainnet stage. As of early 2025, Pi Coin is still in its enclosed mainnet stage, meaning its blockchain is active but not fully connected to other blockchains or public exchanges. Implication of enclosed mainnet. This phase is critical because it ensures the security and integrity of the network while building infrastructure, apps, and compliance layers. KYC implementation. Know Your Customer (KYC) verification is a cornerstone of Pi Network's legitimacy, aiming to prevent bots, fake accounts, and ensure regulatory compliance. Challenges with KYC. Despite its importance, some users have reported delays or issues in the KYC process, which could hinder trust and momentum. Marketplace development. One of Pi's major goals is to establish a peer-to-peer economy where users can trade goods and services using Pi, which is already in experimental stages. Ecosystem apps. Pi Network is encouraging developers to build decentralized applications, Pi apps, within its ecosystem, which will determine the real-world utility of Pi Coin. Business integration. Some local businesses and online merchants have started accepting Pi as a form of payment in pilot programs, testing its real-world application. Exchange listing delays. Pi Coin is not yet listed on major public exchanges, which limits liquidity and price discovery, a key concern among holders. Importance of exchange listings. Being listed on exchanges like Binance or Coinbase could drastically increase its visibility, liquidity, and price speculation. Speculative value versus real utility. Many cryptocurrencies gain initial value from speculation, but long-term sustainability relies on real-world use cases, something Pi Network is aiming for. Role of the Pi Core Team. The Pi Core Team has been transparent about development goals and is actively working on infrastructure, though some criticize their pace. Community events and engagement. Regular events like hackathons, AMA sessions, and educational programs keep the community engaged and aligned with the network's progress. Education and awareness. Pi Network emphasizes educating users about blockchain technology, which could foster a more informed and loyal user base. Regulatory preparedness. By implementing KYC early and avoiding premature exchange listings, Pi Network is likely positioning itself to be compliant with future crypto regulations. Global user base. Pi has an incredibly diverse user base, spanning Africa, Asia, Europe, and the Americas, which gives it a global reach that many projects lack. Localization efforts. Efforts to translate the app, build local communities, and develop regional use cases could foster localized adoption. Inflation management. Pi Coin uses a decreasing reward model to control inflation, similar to Bitcoin halving, which could help in long-term value retention. Role of ambassadors. Early users who referred others are rewarded more heavily, creating a network effect-driven incentive structure. Skepticism and criticism. Critics often label Pi as a pyramid scheme or scam due to its referral structure and lack of exchange trading, though no evidence supports these claims. Transparency measures. The Pi white paper, public updates, and KYC implementation are all efforts to build trust and counter misinformation. Long-term vision. The long-term vision is to build a decentralized digital currency used for daily transactions and economic activity. User loyalty. The daily mining mechanism builds habit and loyalty among users, creating a stickier platform experience. Mobile-first advantage. With billions of mobile users worldwide, Pi's mobile-first approach could drive wider crypto adoption than desktop-based platforms. Partnership potential. Pi Network's massive user base makes it attractive for future partnerships with fintech firms, e-commerce platforms, and possibly governments. Real-world test cases. Some users already use Pi in local barter systems, testing its real-world value in microeconomies. Community-run exchanges. Unofficial Pi exchanges, peer-to-peer trading, exist, though risky, showing demand for liquidity. Future exchange listings. The most anticipated milestone is Pi's open mainnet and listing on regulated exchanges, which could occur by late 2025 or 2026. App Store within Pi Browser. The Pi browser acts as a decentralized app store, showcasing apps built on the network. Developer incentives. Developers are incentivized to build on Pi via grants and exposure to the community. Tokenomics strategy. A portion of Pi is allocated to developers and the core team, aligning their incentives with network success. Decentralization goals. Pi aims for gradual decentralization, starting from a more controlled system and expanding to a user-run governance model. Governance proposals. Community governance, including voting and proposal systems, are expected to play a big role in Pi's future. Interoperability. Future plans likely include Pi being interoperable with other blockchains through bridges or APIs. Web3 integration. By promoting Pi apps, the network positions itself as a Web3 platform for decentralized applications and services. Privacy features. The project may introduce privacy-focused features, although regulatory compliance remains a priority. Integration with traditional finance. Eventually, Pi could offer fiat gateways, debit cards, or integrations with neobanks. Staking and passive income. In the future, staking Pi for passive rewards could be introduced, increasing its utility. Volatility concerns. As with any crypto, Pi could face volatility once tradable, requiring proper. Conclusion. A promising but unfinished journey. Pi Coin has real potential due to its accessibility, vision, and massive community. However, its success will depend on achieving technical milestones, regulatory compliance, and sustained utility. The journey is still ongoing, and the coming years will determine whether Pi becomes a global currency or fades as a novel experiment. Thank you for listening this video until the end. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and share my video.